Chances are that if you've looked at a gaming laptop recently, then you'll probably have considered one from MSI. They've been dominating the market lately with great looking laptops that tick all of the boxes for both specifications and price. So today we're taking a look at the GE63VR 7RE Raider. It's got the latest Intel Core i7 7700 HQ CPU, teamed with 16GB of DDR4 memory and a 256GB M.2 SSD, as well as a 1TB mechanical drive, making it a very capable laptop for almost any task. And that's before we look at its gaming credentials. Last year, Nvidia launched the mobile variants of its GTX 10 series GPUs, and to everyone's surprise, they were every bit as powerful as the desktop versions, meaning that you no longer had to compromise if you wanted to game on the go. This particular laptop comes with the 6GB GTX 1060, which is more than enough to power through even the latest games at 1080p in the highest settings. In fact, there's enough in reserve to add in a 120Hz screen, giving you twice the smoothness of standard laptop screens, allowing faster reaction times and less blur in games. It's also fully VR ready, so you can easily connect a VIVE or Rift headset. The keyboard comes from SteelSeries and supports full RGB lighting, so you can set the lighting and colours for each key individually and save profiles for different games. So, for example, you could only light the keys that you need for a particular game, or you could match the lighting to the game's HUD to help increase immersion. And if you're using a mouse, and obviously you should be, then you can turn off the trackpad here using the shortcut keys so that you don't have any false inputs. For connectivity, on one side you've got two USB 3 ports and an SD card reader, and on the other hand you've got Ethernet, HDMI, mini DisplayPort 1.2, another USB 3 port and a USB 3.1 Type-C port, as well as microphone and headphone jacks. There's also built-in AC Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 4.1. And lastly, there's an honourable mention for the speakers. Now, normally there isn't much to talk about when it comes to laptop speakers, but we have been seriously impressed with the power and clarity of the speakers on this laptop. Yes, for serious gaming, you're still going to want to use your headset, but for watching movies or YouTube or playing games more casually, then they are more than impressive. But we're not content with just leaving it there though. MSI says that this laptop is good enough to take to an esports event and actually compete in. So we've decided to give it to our latest sponsored esports team, M&M Gaming. This team took first and third at the ESL Premiership Autumn Finals last year, so they certainly know a thing or two about what's needed to compete at the highest levels. So let's see what they thought.
It's a great all-rounder. There's no sort of compromise with the laptop. MSI have sort of thought about what a gamer needs and delivered on all parts. I love the screen, the keyboard, everything about it.
I quite like tactile and hard keyboard, so for me that's really good. I don't want to be making any mistakes, accidentally pressing any keys, so I like the feedback on it.
So a lot of the players obviously place their hands on the WSD side. That runs a risk of moving your hand over the trackpad and making mistakes. Definitely something you don't want, so MSI have incorporated a function where you can quickly turn that off.
The fact that you have a 1060 in there and you can get at least 120 FPS, and I played on all the games to make sure that could happen.
You see a lot of developers now incorporating VR into their games, so you may see more titles involving VR in the future, so the laptop's pretty much future-proof at this stage.
So there you go, a big thumbs up for the GE63VR Raider, now available at scan.co.uk.